Good morning, Johnny here. Just wanted to say that I wish I would have paid more attention to this whole van build videotaping. I've got a lot of respect for the YouTubers out there that can plan that stuff out and do such quality videos, because mine are all messed up. Bad audio, incomplete of something, ends in the middle of nowhere. I've lost some footage of the stuff. And there's a lot of cool stuff that goes into building a van. Kind of my style. I didn't really know I was gonna like doing this. So I'm gonna throw out all the stuff that I have, and like some of it's gonna be incomplete and just like end in nowhere, but kind of who I am until I get organized. So anyway, I'm going to, here's Ozzy, by the way, if you can see him down there. He's a good dog. Just have a little bit of fun getting all this done, and then as I get better with planning out recordings and learning what is relevant to this, I mostly think, travel and seeing when I get out there will be good. I'll go through the finished van and, show some things, how they developed, and hopefully they get better. And I just get smarter and do things a different way that makes it entertaining, perhaps. But anyway, that's just how it is with when you got so many things going on in your life at once. Work, building a van, trying to retire. YouTube just wasn't that high on the list when I got busy, and I wish it would have been. And because I don't know if it would have took me that much longer, but yeah, it would have. Yes, it would have. So that's probably a lot of it, is that wanting to get done. Talked about a little bit that before, about learning how to slow down when you get older and not be jumpy on everything. And when you retire, you don't have to get everything done right away to do something else. But anyway, a little off topic. But anyway, bear with me on some of the quality of the video and where it ends and how confusing it is. And write me, ask me, and I'll tell you how I did things, or re-show it in a different way. Or anyway, we'll see where this rolls. But it's going to get better in time, because the travel is going to be fun. More later. Bye for now. Okay, so here is my mess and my contemplation about what I have to do. And it's pretty much figuring out the hardest wires. So I think the solar charger, I'm probably gonna move over one and put the DC power there, because I got it running. But the hardest wires, I think, right now are the 3 number 6s that gotta go to my panel from here, route it, DC panel there, and get those first, and then do all my big connections after. I don't know. We're gonna see. I'm gonna pull this cover off and see where I got going here. I don't think I'm cramped, but it is tight. So I'm gonna clean up. That's what you do the most. It seems like there's that 7/16 I was looking for, and try to get into one. But hey, right now, this little screw together wire puller you get at Harbor Freight, these are invaluable for getting wires through between the body, inner and outer metal. get something. Pull this wire stuff. Because you just can't reach something. You hook a few together, pull it, take it apart. Kind of cool. But anyway, time for cleanup. What a bummer, a child abduction. We're at California Highway, Long Beach, right around the corner from me. I'm not going to be out and about, but some guy, that's a bummer. That's a bummer. Hopefully it doesn't, no one gets hurt. It's just a hubby taking his kid to start the new year. No trouble. Things like that are sad. I mean, it's not like it's any worse than it was throughout history. It seems like there was always mean people, bad people. But we just get to hear about every single one as it happens with our advances in technology, which is good. But it's depressing also. You know, especially when you can't really do anything. I mean, if you're fortunate enough to see the car and report it, then God bless you. Anyway, that was, I was hoping for a happier day all day. Not watching the news today. Turn on the music. Maybe reminisce a little bit. And just try to enjoy the day and start the new year with a, you know, a more helpful attitude toward all those that I run into. But anyway, I'm cleaned up. I'm gonna start taking things apart here in a minute. Yeah, it's, you know, you want to use power tools for everything nowadays, but sometimes if you just slow it down, use a hand driver once in a while. Take it slow. The place where I bought this stuff from, Inverters R Us, I drove up to Reno, went to their warehouse, and the guys were really, really happening up there. They're pretty cool. I heard good things about their customer service. And I wanted to be able to buy everything that I could from the same place in case there's issues. I wouldn't have to bounce around to vendors. Oh, I bought this here to save a few dollars. I mean, it's always nice to save some money, but sometimes oh, there's two in the back too. Oh, ain't that that was unforeseen. I didn't think about that. They're definitely gonna have to replace thumb screws with that. I didn't think about that action. Different screwdriver. Looking for the tools again. My favorite. I still got to be careful of putting weight on my right knee. It's only been 3 months and a couple days since I got it replaced. And be careful of the kneeling on the let's switch to a number 2. fancy. Maybe. So now we got to do something even different. Yeah, another little tool I got hidden somewhere. So here we go. This is a 1/4-inch drive, 1/4-inch socket, but it's got a little ball in there to hold a bit. So you could put it on a ratchet and get it at right angles. These have been hard to find for me. And they come in pretty handy for stuff like this. I've been smart how to put all this together before I built this, but like I said, I shopped for 6 months and went back and forth from Denology, Victron, off-brands, you know, watched all the videos on wheel brows, all the vanbuild guys, and all that, and I decided to spend more money on the solar than I probably needed to. Or for what? Yeah, that felt good. For what I'm gonna use it for. But I wanted a one-time deal. These are gonna be hell. I'm definitely gonna get $5 for this one. Oh, where'd the little flashlight go that I just had? I mean, you could use a 1/4-inch regular socket like that, put a little black tape on there and shove it down in there and it won't go out, which I've done many a time. It works too. But this little socket that doesn't let your bit come out is kind of way cool. All right, let's see if that is what it took. So now I gotta figure this thing out a little bit differently. We'll just take it all the way up and figure out why it's so hard to get off the cap. Oh, there's those things right there. Okay, well, time for a cup of coffee. Okay, so here we are. Figured out the crimper. And the heat shrink. Had to go buy some 7/8. And I'll show you that in a second here. what I got going on. Now we're gonna do length and how it's gonna go. But I'm sure glad that I got welding cable, because it bends. It looks like putting 2 heat shrinks in. No, it bends just fine. And then how am I gonna do this? Cut it at the A. Cut it at the L. I'm gonna cut it at the L. At the L. So I got these wire snippers at Harbor Freight, Doyle. They seem like pretty good quality. I got a few things by there to check them out. But pretty clean snip. I don't know how long they're gonna last. So here, this is okay. So what I got, the lug. I didn't get any of these. I went to the guy, the welding shop that sold me the wire for a great price for, got the lugs there. I just didn't trust getting them off of Amazon and whatnot. But they were pretty good, so what did I measure? It was a full inch. This time an 1.1 inches. So we're gonna go to the C and then some. You want to get it right the first time. So let's do this. 3/4 in. Ooh, that's it. Okay, we're gonna try it. I already set this pretty close. This sets the depth. It's this way, and it's supposed to slice it that way too. Now this is where I should have got a bench. Oh yeah, that's perfect. What a mess. This is the last of my 2-watt. This was a 12.3 for the 110 system. And the grip tool. Now, I double crimped it. And I'm going to double crimp them all. So I turn the dial and then it cinches it up. The 7/8 shrink tube does fit, but I want to put a little piece on this. A little piece. That was a tire exploding next door again, or they're popping one on. There's a trucking shop next door, and set it up again. I want it a little bit closer to there. It goes slow. Lining up. I should make a little jig. Pushing it in there. Now, I read online, crimp, double crimp, don't double crimp. I just think it's a good idea. The automotive guy that was doing the battery stuff using big old fat cables for all the stereo stuff, he's double crimping everything. And that's what I'm going to do. Much contact as I can with that plug. This little Temco works great. We're going to go a little bit tighter. Until they touch. Or you gotta go to a smaller set, because sometimes I guess those things are in metric. I don't know. They say if you crimp it too tight, you could crack this casing, but this is 5,000 pound one, not the killer 29 gazillion. But until they touch, I can crimp it. Okay. That's double. Let's get the second one. That looks like a great crimp there. Could I use the one? I don't know. Let's check. This one on that. Careful slicing stuff. I gotta slow down and be careful with everything. Getting hurt is would not be cool. Maybe a little. We'll see. Might make up a little. Okay, let's go see how it fits.